Hey everybody, welcome back to another map pool reveal video for the second season of the Comfy Sabers tournament. My name is Ixsen, I am the head caster of the tournament and I'm also helping out with the map pools this year. Just as a small note before we get started, we are at the third pool out of 5 now, and every pool is going to be more difficult than the previous one. This is especially noticeable within the first 3 map pools, so expect more technical patterns in our tech maps as well as more speedy parts in our speed maps. Our first map is Brooklyn, map by Ögö. This is the first of our 2 accuracy maps and it is the standard egg map. There are not too many complicated patterns on this one, it is in general very easy to egg, and thus you should be able to see some very high scores during the tournament. The second accuracy map is Tell Me by General Dumbass. This map requires much more player movement and it contains a lot more dancey patterns compared to the previous map. Next up is our first mid-speed map, which is Closure, map by Bytrius. This is a V3 map, and while it is less linear than our other mid-speed map, it is also quite a bit slower. It does also feature some intuitive arcs to guide the player through the map. Our second mid-speed map in Pool 3 is Trauma, map by Yabir. This map is on the faster side of mid-speed with a higher nodes per second count, as well as some speedier but more linear patterns. The balance map this time is C'est la vie, map by Olaf. While most of this map consists of basic mid-speed patterns, be wary of the more technical palm-up sections, as well as the occasional wrist rolls. And with that we have arrived at the tech category with our first map, Villain, map by Slimy Bob. Expect techie doubles, crossovers, as well as a couple of palm-ups. The next tech map is Nerdy by Jitoro. Instead of techie doubles, this map primarily focuses on wrist rolls, horizontal nodes, and a lot of movement walls. And with that, we have arrived at our speed and stamina category with the first map, which is Shinonome, mapped by Chromia. This map is quite linear, however it does contain some flicky sections at an increased tempo. Beware your timing on those sections, especially towards the end. And the last map in Pool 3 is Caustic Prayer, mapped by Seret and RF Caps. This map keeps a pretty consistent tempo throughout, without many flicks or sudden increases in speed. However, it is an entire minute longer and thus will require much more stamina.
Got a feeling